Manu Raju is live on Capitol Hill. Manu, clearly Republican leaders have to feel very strongly about this because, I'm sorry, that speaks for itself. And, younger members of Congress are doing it differently. This has been led by Paulina Luna, who has her own story to tell. Explain what happened.
Yeah, this is a bitter feud between House Republican leaders and some of their members, and it's actually led to a pretty remarkable standoff here. The House Republican leaders are so concerned about this measure, they're so dead set against it, that they actually sent Republican and Democratic members of the House home for the rest of the week. The House is essentially in a state of paralysis, and the leaders of the House, Mike Johnson, the Speaker, and Steve Scalise, the number 2 Republican, are both indicating they plan to fight this. So they plan to push again and try to convince some of those 9 Republicans to flip their votes and ultimately try to squash this effort to change the rules, arguing in their view that it's unconstitutional.
Let me just make this clear. That rule being brought down means that we can't have any further action on the floor this week.
Members ultimately, have to make some decisions about are they going to delay the Trump agenda.
Why not just drop it? I mean, just give a concede on this. We're not going to win on this.
Well, the whole idea of proxy voting is the concern. It's not only the constitutional issues. It's the fact that it's not going to end there.
And that was my question to Steve Scalise. I said, well, why not just concede that you've lost? A majority of the House votes and supports this rules change. You saw Republicans defy you, but the Republican leaders are saying they are not going to concede, Casey. They plan to bring this up again next week in some form or fashion, try to add different sweeteners in there, try to convince Republicans to go along, and are warning that if those Republicans don't change their mind, that the Trump agenda could be stalled. So this feud only escalating right now between Republican leaders and the handful of members. And the question now, Casey, is will those members who defied the leadership change their mind, or will they hold firm? If they hold firm, how far could this go? And ultimately derailing the agenda for now.
Yeah. All right, Manu Raju for us on Capitol.